You are Locked On Auburn, your daily podcast on the Auburn Tigers. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Yes, welcome on into Locked On Auburn, your daily Auburn Tigers podcast. I'm your host, Zac Blackerby. Thank you so much for making Locked On Auburn your first listen every single day. Today's episode is brought to you by Sonos. Experience the game like never before with Sonos Arc, the premium smart soundbar for TV, movies, music, gaming, and more. Visit Sonos.com to learn more. It's Tuesday, so we are joined by Auburn message board legend Charlie Five. Charlie Five, how are you?
Doing great. Let's pod.
But we could be doing better.
We could. But I tell you what, I am much
happier
doing this right now than the alternative.
Yes, as we record this,
nightmare.
The national championship is happening. And so when this drops in the morning, we will not know who wins. I think Bama's up 3-0 right now, but genuinely don't care. Genuinely do not care who wins this game. But man, Charlie Five, just watching, all the pump and circumstance and, just the conversation around the game. Like, I was asked to join a few Twitter spaces earlier today, and I did a few hits on talk radio throughout the state, just kind of asking, my thoughts from an Auburn perspective and this, that, and the other. And every year around this time, and it seems to be significantly worse when it's Bama and Georgia playing in the Natty, but it's just this feeling of, man, you miss being on this stage.
Yes, big time.
You had it in 2010. I mean, how fun that was. And then in 2013, which was maybe more fun just for different reasons, but it's just crazy to think that it's been as long as it has been, but we went to 2 natties within 3 seasons. I mean, that's just crazy to think about.
Exactly. You think it's going to be that may be a sign of things to come, and then we can't get both sides of the ball on the same, going at the same point in time over the next however 10 years or so. And then on top of it, yesterday or today when we're recording is the 11th year anniversary of Cam Newton with us taking down Oregon in the national championship. So just a whole lot of it's not good to watch your 2 biggest rivals. It hurts. You want to be there, and you want to be there even more because they're there. So got to figure it out, man. We got to figure it out.
Yeah, and it's just so much has happened since those 2 games. And like you said, both sides of the ball couldn't get going at the same time. 2010, you get Cam, and just kind of lightning struck at the right time with senior leadership and all of that. In 13, Gus comes in. And I remember Auburn fans were concerned that they were going to lose Gus to the NFL.
Yeah.
You can still find stories on NFL.com when you Google it, like, the Cleveland Browns were considering hiring Gus Malzahn. And it's just like, no, he's not going to go to the NFL. Like, please keep Gus at all costs.
I remember rooting hard for the Cowboys when they had Jason Garrett, because Gus said, early that was his dream job, was to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I can remember worried like heck that one of these 8-win seasons, they're going to end up firing Garrett and they're going to go hire Gus. So, and then the tables sure did turn after that.
Yeah. Yeah. But even after 13, it's like, it's okay. We'll be back. And Gus did that thing once they got back. It's like, we're going to go back. We're going to go back. And Auburn fans rallied behind him. And then, in 14, it's like, man, if we could just get a defense going. The offense is there. The offense is always going to be there under Gus. And it never was like that again. Man, you hire a home run DC with Kevin Steele, and I don't think we realized at the time how good of a hire that would be. But then that slowly fizzled out. It's just a lot has happened since the last time Auburn was on this stage, and it's really, really sad to think about.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that's been frustrating as an Auburn fan for forever is that it never seems like we really ever get anything built. It's always like, let's try to throw something together for a magical season. We're a 7 to 8 win program historically per year. I want to see, man, I just want to see us change not the mindset of, hey, let's go try to win championships. It's like, hey, let's try to build this thing to where we can be a 10-win program because, from 8 to 10 is attainable. And then 10-win programs are good enough to make runs every so often. So, I'm really hoping that Harsin is this guy. That's what he's done his whole career, is just built and sustained. And I do think this job is a lot very tough and in a very big rebuilding project. You got the new football facility that's going to be opening of this year. So this freshman class, when they start, obviously not the ones that are already here, but when they start their freshman season in August, they're going to be in a multi-million-dollar state-of-the-art facility. A lot of recruiting momentum from signing day. Hopefully we can continue it going, add some portal guys, and maybe build something. Let's actually build something. Let's not try to slap duct tape on leaking holes or this, that, and the other. Let's build, man. Let's build this thing the way it's supposed to be built and go try to win 9, 10, 11 games instead of, man, we got to get to the natty. I'm tired of watching Alabama and Georgia there. Let's build Auburn. Let's build Auburn.
Yeah, the perspective is important in all of this.
Yes.
I mean, when lightning strikes for Auburn, they get a chance at the natty. And I'll say in 2017 it struck with Carry-On and Stidham and everything that kind of came together there. They were so close to making the college football playoff. But when lightning struck in 2013, it was hiring a new coach that was innovative. And then, what he did was good there before everybody else kind of caught up with him. Then 2010, obviously, with Cam. But when lightning strikes with a program like Ole Miss just celebrated their best season they've ever had. And it's 10 wins in a Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes, if Auburn would win the Sugar Bowl, like a few years ago with Shaun White when he got hurt, like if Auburn were to win the Sugar Bowl against Oklahoma that year, I don't think they would have been that pumped about it. So I think proper perspective on all this is something that we need here.
100%, man. The Sugar Bowl is a huge historical. One thing that got me, this is whenever I got so fed up with Gus is, we're going to play in the Sugar Bowl. We're playing UCF. 10-win season is awesome. Okay.
UCF was Peach.
I'm sorry, you're right. That was the Peach Bowl. Well, regardless, it was a 10-win season. 11 wins is an elite season. It's very rare. Not many teams can win 11 games. And I really wanted that 11 games, not to say, hey, we won the Peach Bowl or, hey, we won, it meant nothing other than, hey, let's build something. This could be the start of something. 11 wins is a big deal. And people need to understand that a 10-win season is a huge deal. A 11 win season is an even bigger deal. Even if you don't win a championship, we've got to get to there. We've got to get to that point before we can, excel past that. And I'm just hoping that could be several things that are being put in place. I hope that's something that, we can reach in short order.
Yeah. The journey of this rebuild is a bunch of little steps. And I think as a fan base, we want to take one massive step because we see what's happening on TV right now with Bama and Georgia.
Right.
And you can take that one big step if you get a Caleb Williams or you get a Cam Newton or Nick Marshall finds his way in the perfect offense. That can happen. But as far as long-term success, you want to build this the right way. And right now, the first few small steps that you need to take, Charlie 5, is you got to find offensive linemen and guys that can catch the football. That's the offseason goal in my mind, is you've got to figure out, or maybe you don't have to get new players there, but you've got to figure out how to improve in those areas, whether it's with dudes that you need to bring in or guys that are already on campus that you need to develop. Both of them are fine. Both of those are fine options. You just got to figure out which one you want to do.
Exactly. And you have about, this is Tuesday, so you have about 6 more days or less to really bolster your offensive line, whether that be a fifth-year senior guy from the portal coming in, or maybe some young guys that are, looking for more playing time in the portal. You got that period of time, and then you got to the first signing period, because right now you only have one offensive lineman that is signed in this class, and that is when you're looking to build it from there, which is what you have to do. We're not there yet. I obviously don't think we're done, and we're going to add some high school guys, and we're going to add some portal guys, but that's where it starts. That's where it starts on that offensive line right now. We've got the defensive side pretty much. We get it there. We get it that you got to have big men in the trenches. We got to figure out the offensive line side of it. And then, then if you can just if you can just continue to sort of build your depth and develop it the correct way, and not have so many misses, where you have a class of 25 guys, and you only end up keeping 12 of them. Like, you got to have a lot more guys, high school guys, that can finish at Auburn versus, end up playing elsewhere or getting kicked off the team or just end up not being very good. Got to do better there.
Right. All right. We're going to talk a little quarterback action in just a moment, and then we will hear from Auburn point guard Zep Jasper as he joins us for his weekly visit. Hey, saw you guys talking about this on the Discord about, is this legit? Yes. Get Upside, the app where you can make money just for filling up at the pump, is legit. My listeners right now are making up to 25 cents for every gallon of gas every time they fill up. They just downloaded the free Get Upside app, and they use promo code SCORE, and they got a bonus 25 cents per gallon on your first fill up. It is legit. I have downloaded it for myself over the weekend. There's really no reason not to download it. You get the receipt, you take a picture of it, and that's it. It does the rest for you. And a little bit later, the money pops up in your account. You can see it. And at any time, you can take the money out of your Get Upside account and put it in your banking account. You can get an e-gift card to any kind of popular retailer, or you can get it deposited in your PayPal. There's a couple of different options as well. But yeah, just use promo code SCORE when you sign up and type in Get Upside in your phone store. There's no reason not to do it. Charlie 5, Caleb Williams, it seems like that's coming to an end at some point. The current, I guess he was the current quarterback at USC, Jackson Dart. What an incredible name for a quarterback, especially.
Quarterback.
But,
he's beautiful.
He's
beautiful. He looks like an LA quarterback.
Yep. But he entered the portal, and so everyone's like, up. Here we go. He was told that Caleb Williams is coming. So USC probably already was the favorite for a lot of folks, and a lot of people that cover USC have put in crystal balls for Caleb Williams. So it seems like that is ending.
Well, I mean, maybe I've missed the crystal balls for Caleb Williams to USC, but I'll say this. Jackson Dart went in the portal within minutes. If you go look at it, he went in the portal within minutes of Graham Harrell being announced as the offensive coordinator at West Virginia. Could mean nothing, but the timing was very similar. He was his coordinator, his quarterback coach at USC. Maybe there's a connection there. Maybe there's not. Riley does have a little bit more of a wide open type offense. I guess he'd be going to. I guess West Virginia is still pretty wide open. So I don't know. He hasn't committed yet, though. As of right now, Caleb Williams has not either enrolled or committed to USC, and I don't know why. And I'll say this, the only really consistent name in this recruitment from the beginning has been Auburn. The only consistent name. You've heard LSU's name thrown in, thrown out. You've heard Georgia's name thrown in, thrown out. USC wasn't even really a factor until just recently. He's been spending some time in LA. Auburn has been the only one there, and I'm convinced that we've got somebody out there that has targeted him and put together a very enticing package, which hopefully it ends up working out. And if it doesn't, it ought to make you feel good as an Auburn fan that it seems like we're willing to go that extra mile to get that guy like Caleb Williams. And I'm still not, as of right now, when we're recording, I'm not 100% convinced that USC is the choice.
He's made it pretty clear that he wants people to know he is in LA.
Yes.
He wanted folks to know that he was at the Rams game.
Right.
And then he also wanted people to know that he was at the Lakers game. So
exactly.
Is he just doing that because it's cool? Is he doing it because he wants people to know that he's in LA? Like, is it down to USC or UCLA? Evidently, if he can wait longer at UCLA because they're on the quarter system. But
UCLA's quarterback just announced that he was coming back, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, for a fifth year.
Yeah.
So I would think that's probably not going to be it, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So, DTR is coming back.
Right. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not feeling good about it. I think we're going to see a quarterback battle with Calzone and Finley, and I think that's going to be the story of spring.
It may very well be, and I wouldn't be shocked if the Caleb Williams things doesn't work out, that there's another quarterback that we're looking at. It seems like that. It seems like we're trying, because we're not happy with what we have. So you're gonna do everything you can to get the quarterback room in the situation where you feel comfortable betting your job on it. And I don't think we're happy with where we are right now. Otherwise, I don't think we have Calzada in one hand. We wouldn't be going and fishing for another. And there's multiple different names thrown out there. Robbie Ashford from Oregon, Brock Vandegrift from Georgia. There's a lot of different names in that are not necessarily out of play yet. So I wouldn't be shocked if that's not the end of the quarterback, regardless, even if Caleb Williams does say he's going to USC.
All right. We'll see. I would love to see how the Auburn fan base would respond to that. I mean, I just think at this point, you just need to load up at other positions. But if other positions,
I think we're doing that too. Yeah, I think we're doing that too. Yeah. I don't think it's just all riding on Caleb Williams. I think there's multiple folks that we're going to be adding to this roster before Sunday or Monday, I guess, when you really got to be in classes by Monday or Wednesday, I think.
Well, classes start tomorrow. And
right.
So I don't know how many classes you're able to miss. Like, I don't know how late you're able to enroll.
I think you got 1 week, which would be Wednesday.
Yeah, we're running out of time. So
running out of time. It's got to happen.
It happens. All right, coming up, we will chat with Zep Jasper, Charlie 5. How can people find you, hear you, support you, all that good stuff?
Absolutely. You can find me on Twitter at @the_Charlie_5, Auburn Live, the corner message board, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the Dad Bod Golf Pod.
I love that. That is Charlie 5 hanging out with us as he does every Tuesday. Hey, BetOnline would like to wish you a happy new betting year as we continue our march throughout. Plenty of opportunities for betting, whether it's the NFL playoffs starting this weekend or, of course, Auburn basketball playing tonight against Alabama. Whatever it may be, BetOnline has you covered. So a new year and a new updated desktop and mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code LOCKEDON to get started. BetOnline.ag, where the game starts. And joining us now, Zep Jasper, Auburn guard. Zep, 3-0 in conference play. How does that sound?
Oh, it sounds great. Being the 3-0 team, still got a lot of room to climb. It just feels great, to be a 3-0 team and just, see Auburn at the top. You see all these teams, you see Auburn being 3-0 and getting the respect we need to get. I just think it's incredible. Coming in, we was ranked 22, and now I think we're ranked like number 5. I think we climbed the ladder, since the start of the season. Ever since that UConn loss, I think we've been playing a little bit hungrier and grittier, and I just enjoyed playing with these guys.
Yeah, CBS put out a top 25 Sunday morning. Had you guys at number 2, Baylor at 1, Auburn at 2, which is fun to see. If you're watching or listening to the show, you obviously love to see that. I'm sure you guys enjoy the respect, but at this point of the season, it doesn't really matter, right?
Yes, it really doesn't matter. Like I say, because the end goal is to win a national championship.
Yeah,
that's all that really matters. But as of right now, we have to take each game one at a time. Like, never get high for one game. You got to have the same type of energy for every game. Like Florida game, we got to have the same type of energy we had for Florida game, for Alabama game. We can't just lead to just because the name on their jersey, just because they rank higher. We got to come each game and make sure we come with every game with a lot of impact and with a lot of energy and a lot of toughness, because we got a target on our back, and we have a target on our back that every team we play, they're going to want to beat us. Every team we play is going to be a big game. So we have to come out each game with that energy, with that focus, that enthusiasm. Is important to us, to keep rolling, to keep listening to coaching, and to keep listening to our coaching staff, because, each game is important. We want to win the SEC championship. We want to win the SEC conference championship. We just want to win everything. We want to make history. This is a team, I believe we can make history. We can make a run, and we want to leave a mark. That's the biggest thing on this team.
Right. Well, you guys are certainly on your way. Something that happened in the Florida game is we knew it would happen at some point this season, and it finally happened with some key guys, Jabari and Kessler, both getting into foul trouble, and Kessler fouled out with a few minutes left to go there. But you guys ran into a situation where the refs wanted to call everything, which that happens. I'm sure you guys are, preparing for that over the course of the offseason and saying, okay, there's going to be times where the refs are not going to let you, be aggressive on defense and whatever kind of goes along with that, Zep.
Mm-hmm.
But when a lot of your key guys are on the bench for extended periods of time, especially, Jabari sat out for I think it's like a 6 or 7 minute stretch in the second half. We're not used to really seeing him doing that. What does it say about this team for you guys to kind of roll with the punches that come along with those types of things?
It says a lot about this team. It shows how deep we are. It shows what type of character we got. When one man goes down, two man goes down, we bring 4, we bring 3. No matter what we bring, we're a team. We fight together. Like I say, one man go down, the next man is gonna come even stronger. That was so scary about this team. This team, we got so many pieces, and we got players that can start on any other team. So that's what makes us scary. And it's like as soon as one man go out, it's like the man get even stronger.
Yeah.
It's like firepower. It's like superpowers when we get in the game. It's like, dang, I thought these guys were gonna drop off. It's like the opponent see it's like, man, he just playing pressure defense. Now I got another guy playing pressure defense.
Right.
I'm tired of that. I'm like, it's like the eyes light up, because it's like he can score even better. He can play defense even better. So it's like these guys, they're full of energy. They got a lot on their table. They got 11 pieces. Like,
right.
They play together. It's like we're super strong. We're together, and as long as we stay together, we can win. As long as we don't be selfish. As long as we do what we got to do. Like I say, listen to coach, listen to coach staff. Make sure we watch the film. Make sure we key in on key guys and certain things. I think we can win. I think this team can be special.
I would love to see the metric, and I'm sure it exists somewhere, and Zep, you may know it. I don't know. But how much you guys outscore your opponents in the last 5 minutes of the game? Because there's been several times throughout this season where it's been close, and then within the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game, you guys pull away. And I think depth has a big part to do with it. Like you said, you guys just wear the opposing teams down. But like this Florida game was close with 5 minutes left. And then, Auburn won by double digits. And so, I think you saw that with one of y'all's trips to Florida early this season, the St. Louis game when you guys played there and kind of had to come back and rally. But that has to be something that's going through you guys' mind. It's like, okay, it's close with 5 minutes left. We've done this several times already. We're going to be okay.
The last 5 minutes of the game is crucial.
Yeah.
That's crunch time of the game. And being Auburn, we know last 5 minutes is like I said, it's crucial.
Yeah.
We need everything. We need free throws. We need steals. We need all the little things, because if we don't get those little things, like, it's gonna mess us up for those last 5 minutes. Like, we make sure we scoring like outbursts, like the last 5 minutes. You have KD scoring, you have Jabari, you have Wynn. Like we have key guys scoring at the end, and that's what help us. And sometimes you have guys like Leor come in the game, and he get key baskets. Like they don't key in on him, so it's like driving kicks, and they wide open. So it's a key factor on those last 5 minutes of being able to score and being able to stop our opponents. That's crucial too. We always play defense the last 5 minutes without fouling and making sure our opponents don't score.
Does Coach Pearl give everyone kind of the clearance to just shoot a three whenever they're feeling it? Is that just the coach trusting the players? Because it seems like even though you guys shot less threes than you have in a while, it's the first time in a few seasons, I believe, where Auburn shot less than 20 3-pointers in a game. But Wendell Green had a few of those that were like from the logo, which obviously gets Auburn Arena excited.
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone on the team do that without getting reprimanded by Coach Pearl? Or are there only a few of you guys where he's like, okay, you can just kind of shoot it from that deep 2 seconds into the shot clock?
Well, as long as you're making those type of shots, BP won't say a word. He's one of those coaches. He's gonna be hard on you no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
He just want to win. He wants to succeed. That's the biggest thing on BP. But he let his players play with freedom. But like I said, he's always hard on himself. He's always hard on his players, his coaching staff, and
Right.
everyone, even the managers. He just want to win. He got a big heart, and that's what's so big about him. No matter how good we're doing, he want to make sure we stay on track to be humble and play hard as we can, because he's never satisfied. He always want to get better each day. Each day counts, and that's his biggest thing. As long as you play hard and does what he says, you have all the freedom you want.
Right. I think that makes sense. And you guys definitely respond well to that. Zep, you guys getting ready for Alabama. This will be your first time participating in this epic rivalry. And over the last 5 years or so, it's really, really picked up, really became contentious, and a lot more pride on the line with these two programs than what we've seen throughout the history of both of these teams. I mean, they're both kind of peaking right now at the top of their game. And so how are you guys preparing for this road trip to take on the Crimson Tide?
Well, the Crimson Tide, they're a great team, great coach, great players, great guards. The way we're preparing is, watching a lot of film, going to a lot of sets, and just being, prepared, having our mind ready, because, it's our rivalry. This is a game we need. Like, we might be on a winning streak, but, this is an important game. This is a road game. This is a true road game. So it's like we have to be locked in. We need this win. It's crucial because it's like I said, it's a true road game. So to get this game under our belt, it'd be very successful. We'd be very happy. Going just to go 4-0, beating Alabama, that'd be a thing that make you super happy. So going into this game, I think we got to lock in super duper so much. Like I say, because this game is a top-notch game. This is going to be an important game. This game might come in the SEC in the SEC conference play. So this is going to be crucial. And like I say, every game counts. Every game counts. But this is a big game. This is a rivalry game. Those guys are going to come out to play. They just lost to Missouri. So, and you got Auburn, number 5 team, coming in. Their Alabama team. So Alabama is going to come ready to play.
Right.
It's just about us, being on the road. This being this is going to be our first really, 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 really true road game, versus a very great team.
Yeah.
So we got to come to play. We got to come to win. This got to be our mindset. We got to win, no matter what goes on, no matter what their crowd says. We got to win.
Yeah, it's gonna be an incredible game, no question about it. Zep, how long were you at Auburn when somebody kind of sat down with you and explained the Auburn Alabama thing, or when it kind of became real to you? Just how much these two schools and these two teams hate each other. How long did it take for you being an Auburn Tiger until that set in?
Well, it probably took a week when I got on campus.
Okay.
I just started looking at stuff. And the thing I tried to do in practice was I got a lot of Under Armour shoes. I tried to pull out a red pair of basketball shoes. So I pulled out red basketball shoes and tried to go practice in them. And it was like, you got to take those off. You got to take those off. I say, why? Those Alabama colors. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take them off. I ain't gonna wear them again. So I never wore them again.
Who stopped you? Do you remember?
One of the coaches had stopped me.
I love that.
And they had told me we don't wear those. We don't wear those shoes. And I said, okay, I'll get you. I got you. And then ever since then, I never wore a red pair of shoes. No Under Armour red pair of shoes. Even when I'm just working out, I say I ain't wearing red no more.
I love that. Do you still have those shoes? Or did you get rid of them?
I still got them, but I don't even know where they at right now.
Yeah, I got
then when I went to the Alabama football game, Alabama Auburn football game, maybe even hate him even more. So
what an environment, right? Wasn't that crazy?
It was a crazy environment. I wish we would have got the win, but it was super close. It shows how important it is to get those wins. That give your team a boost. It gives us that spark plug. It shows who's the best in Alabama.
Right. There's no question about it. Zep, good luck on that road trip Tuesday night, and we will talk. We'll talk again next week, brother.
All right, thank you.
And that does it for today's edition of Locked On Auburn. Hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Always love chatting with the Charlie 5 and the Zep Jasper. We'll be back tomorrow right here on Locked On Auburn.